Artificial intelligence is leading the way in the digital age, and one Emmy Award-winning comedian opened a creative playground to give the next generation of industry leaders the tools they need to succeed.
This is a story you'll only see here on WVTM 13. In his exclusive interview with comedian Katt Williams, WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn spoke with the studio owner about his partnership with Miles College and lifting HBCU students as they climb.
Tucked away in Anniston is Fort McClellan. Known for its storied history and pivotal role in World War II, it's getting a new lease on life.
I didn't really think that McClellan was like on the radar. I mean, I saw the for sale signs, but I didn't know it was like on a national radar.
For months, there were rumors comedian and actor Katt Williams bought the former Army base to open a production hub.
Mi casa, su casa.
In an exclusive interview, Williams said the state of Alabama offers the prime location to set up shop for the movie business. He says artificial intelligence technology could keep expensive work like animation and visual effects local.
We had to go to another foreign country and give them millions of dollars. Instead of that, we have the ability to create all of that using qualified people of colors.
Inspired by the legacy of the Chitlin Circuit, a network of venues across the South that helped launch the iconic careers of James Brown, Aretha Franklin, and B.B. King, Kemet Movie Works is on the verge of opening its doors and making way for a new era of trailblazers to take over the reimagined space.
We've signed an agreement, an MOU, that our students will have the opportunity to participate in learning about AI and AR.
Back in October, Williams and Miles College president Bobby Knight announced a partnership during the college's homecoming. For Knight, opening up the students to a world of possibilities is part of setting them up for success even after graduation, with internship opportunities exclusively for Miles students.
There are a lot of jobs right now that in 5 years won't be in existence because of AR and AI. And we want to make sure that our students are equipped with the tools they need to operate in that world.
Kemet Movie Works is working to be at the forefront of cutting-edge technology, with plans to use AI in small indie films or even major studio projects. The former military base offers 2 fully equipped state-of-the-art sound stages built for virtual production, computer-generated imagery, and immersive sets.
Most of the entities that are in the movie-making business had to fear AI because of what that means. But fortunately, we were able to lean into instead of leaning against.
Right now, it's unclear how many jobs the studio will bring to the city of Anniston. But Williams says he and his team are doing what some studios are not, creating more opportunities for people in the business.
At the end of the day, it's making for better movies, better production. Everything is just better. So we're able to use it without cutting down the workforce. We're able to do it the other ways.
And that's creating excitement for longtime Anniston residents like Doretha Walker.
You saw what Tyler Perry did in Atlanta, so if we can have anything remotely like that here and bring in jobs just to revitalize the economy would be great.
Walker hopes revitalizing the base will be an investment in Anniston. And Williams says it starts with an opportunity for up-and-coming diverse voices.
In conjunction with Miles College, it just gives us an opportunity to deal with the best and the brightest and to make sure that people that look like us are able to get these opportunities that previously were only available if you went to Hollywood itself.
In Anniston, Aaron Llewellyn, WVTM 13.
According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, Fort McClellan first opened its doors in 1917, serving as a training ground for over 500,000 soldiers until it closed in 1999.